Recorded right after Part 4, we have Nurburgring Chronicles Part 5. This time utilizing GT cars, specifically GT3, or vehicles that would be in a similar class. And, each one I think is in a different model, I'm not sure. I don't want this camera. Ow! So apparently on pole we had Otto in the older McLaren, the MP4. Gearhead with the 2016 Porsche, pretty accurate to this time loop ride. So fast in the 2011 Audi R8 model. Dexter in his 650S, almost the same livery as well. Alex in another Ferrari 488. Samurai Jack also in a Nismo. Nissan GTR. The governor is in a BMW M3 here. Grease Lightning in a flat black Ferrari 458. He's already been passed by Byrne in this purple Lamborghini GT3. Metacog is driving a BMW Z4. Before I decided to leave out the older models, this was actually his original car, except it didn't look like this, but it was the original model. Ryan Storm in this Mercedes AMG. Myself in the newer Audi R8, ironically the same model I use in racing leagues to very little effectiveness, because it's terrible in project cars. Vert is in the old Mercedes SLS, and 16 Angels is in the recent version of his trademark Corvette. And then we have Captain Falcon, and a bit of the outlier here, the weaker top speed but higher handling Praga R1. Brake lights don't work on this car. So we're gonna have much more even racing, which could either be a really good thing because everyone will be close together and all pumped up as they are now, or it could be really bad because everyone won't have very many passes happening on track. Oh, Gearhead getting first speed. Of course, Otto and Gearhead are already rivals as it is. Gearhead cannot manage to make it stick. So already we already got some action going on here. As it appears, Captain Falcon is a little underpowered, but I ran out of GT models, so I had to think of something. Yeah, this might be a problem, folks. Another reason to note too, just like, I think it was part 3? No. Part 2, I believe. Samurai Jack and Dexter are here. The girls are not. No one figures too. Last part I put a vehicle that was way too good in, this part I put one that's absolutely useless in. And ironic of all the drivers to have the really bad car, it goes to Captain Falcon. God, suspension wasn't happy with the treatment there at all. Oh God! Oh, see you later, Samurai. Holy crap! Well, this is very bad. Oh, well done. You at least got off the track before you had a head-on crash. I think I saw something happen near the front pack too. I don't know what took place there. Here's in the front pack. We can go to Dexter to look at here. Oh, I see what happened. Otto had the same thing Samurai Jack did, but he saves the car. Just barely, but he managed to keep it under control well enough to not even just retain the lead as well. Deja vu! He's just been in this place before. And then we see Samurai Jack absolutely die. You know, he tagged Grease Lightning on this way out, too. My God, that was brutal looking. Everyone else gets their fine. Probably cautioned because of Samurai Jack having just crashed there. Gearhead loads out to so fast. He took a lot of damage from something. I don't know what. So fastest car, living up to his name, much more top speed than Otto has. Otto appears to have longer gears though. That's what that is. So now they're dead even as we go down the straightaway. Gearhead weak in a straight line, the aero damage probably not helping. We don't need anything from the actual series. The Lamborghini in a straight line is absolutely ridiculous though. We all managed to survive, though. Dexter with damage as well. Okay, now I gotta look into what happened again. What the heck? Dexter and Gearhead must have collided somewhere. Heck. Okay, so here his car is in perfect condition. No, so fast going very off course. What is it? Well, there's Alex suddenly. Oh, I see. They can't go too wide there. So, Alex is actually also possibly out of the race. He'll try his best to recover, but I don't know if he can. He does not. Does Samurai Jack ever continue, or he just stay here? Nope, he's also out of the race. Otto will still lead at the end of the first lap. Somehow. So now we know where the damage came from, and also now... Good thing I looked into that too, because now I know why Alex is out of the race as well. Who's at fault there anyway? I didn't really look at that, who's really caused that crash. Oh wait, no, that was very obviously Dexter. But just couldn't catch a break the way his car spun. And so, as a direct result, he is now out. Grease Lightning is right on Dexter's doorstep. Had a lapse of commentary. Commentary! Oh my god, Raker. Adels, all that's left to clear Captain Falcon. And he's taking a sweet time with it as well. And even in Assetto Corsa, this Audi and I don't really get along, it seems. These three still in a tightly contested fight over the lead. So fast, apparently a little less aggro, it seems. Compared to how Gearhead took this fight. Probably because it's not so fast's problem what Otto and Gearhead went through in the past. And nothing from any of them here. Nothing from anyone, for that matter. And Ryan Storm got excessively close to Metacog. Just didn't do anything with it. So fast, got pretty close down, or up this straightaway, rather. I say down because you go from one end to the other, but you're also going on a big hill. So do you really go up the straight or down it? It's just kind of one of those terms of like, After this section, Otto must now remember to be a little more careful, specifically over those curves. Apparently the 12C has a very repulsive reaction to that. Dexter not letting his damage prevent him from regaining on burn. You can see his rear wings actually bent, which is kind of funny. That would actually totally mess with your downforce, by the way. And would make the car, as a result, very unstable, relatively speaking. Go through YouTube corner. Called so because right around in where those trees are, off to the left is an actual camera that a lot of YouTube channels use to film track days. Falcon has now been demoted to last. Angel's finally cleared. See, I think what it is, the Huracan has the weakest handling but the best speed. Auto slightly more careful enough, at least, to avoid hitting that curb wrong. Now Dexter just takes all of the liberties with it. Reciting Governor avoided like the plague. Metacog is around. He did not avoid it well enough, clearly. He will continue, though. I'm just gonna look at it anyway. But, I mean, we clearly know what happened. He actually hit a different curb from what everyone else was avoiding, though. Nearly goes end over end for a second there. Oh. It did not look fun, might I add. And the last of them, Bert, managed to make it through fine. Angels, I imagine, also did, since he's still here. Actually, right on top of Bert, I didn't even notice that. Once again, we have the urine measuring contest between So-Fast and Otto down the straight. Gearhead powerless to do anything about it. Or in it. Power of probably Slipstream. Dexter is getting really close to burn here. Otto unable to defend his place. You know, settle in the line. Grease Lightning with an incredible speed. Clears Dexter by the end of the straight and almost gets to Burn. Burn with some incomplete roots, as a reference. Governor will now also close in on these guys. Angel's the slow burn racer manages to clear Furt down the straight. And Grease Lightning is coming with a vengeance right now. I think if he can clear Burn pretty quickly, he may be able to challenge for the win down the straight. The thing had some ridiculous speed, apparently. The quicker he does it, the higher his odds get. So he must clear Burn as quickly as possible. As if it wasn't probably already his intention anyway, but that's risky business though, going down there. And just to make the car behave well enough to make it work. I don't even know why he was there to begin with. He wasn't close enough to pass. Oh. Lightning is on the absolute edge of just death right now. So-Fast just gonna go ahead and do So-Fast things. Otto once again loses control a little, but keeps it under him enough. Five are incredibly close together, and I think the straightaway will determine the results of it all. The awkward thing here is Governor is definitely like either black or gold, but it all looks red because it's red in the back end and black in the front end. But from this perspective, still looks a little out of character. we please have messenger conversation. Then I read just a moment for a second there. Gearhead is now filling the mirrors of Otto. I'd also like to point out, Raceman's car was fast enough to compete in this tier. He ran a 6-minute 58-second lap. And there are cars here, the cars here aren't much further ahead of that. Fastest lap so far is Grease Lightning 6:53. So Raceman still be slower, but just an idea, he's only about a second off of the slowest cars in this category. So no wonder he was going to absolutely massacre the previous one. Doesn't seem like Grease Lightning can even get around Burn at all, let alone quickly. Will anyone hook the curb this time? Storm somewhere down the line got around Governor. No, he was always in 8th. Never mind. Anyways, he was in the beginning. He wasn't at the beginning of the lap, but. Oh, it seems as though Otto had another misadventure once again. This time he couldn't keep it off the wall, and I totally missed it. Ooh, we almost had it. And that's definitely clumped everyone else up. Gearhead will claim a second place from that. Governor will reclaim Ryan Storm's previous 7th place. You can see that obscene straight line ability on Grease Lightning. It would make sense if you had it, of all people. He's not even in the draft and he's going faster than Otto is. Are you really going to take it 3 wide? Okay, no, you're not. Unfortunately, because of Otto's placement, he will not be able to do anything again against Burn. Seems like nothing else changed back here. Otto just swung around, and we'll see you later. I don't know what the heck that was. I got an interesting thought. Oh yeah, that would do it. Storm just gave him enough of a nudge, and Otto is actually not even going to finish the race, I don't think. He's kind of stuck on the wall. No, Storm just effectively took him out of the race. Quite a run from 16 Angels. He started dead last, and he didn't even finish there. Now we must wait for Falcon to finish the lap. So Raceman's car would have fared much better than even his. Now we advance to the infamous round 2 at the longer course. Don't ask. Racing League is weird, to say the least. Let's see the starting grid. Let's see the starting grid. My god. Otto is on pole again. This is rigged. So fast, however, will not have the same benefits. Poor Angels again is in last. I'm kind of considering restarting this one too, if I'm honest. But I'm not gonna. Hey guys, I would probably hurry up and get around Falcon now while it's convenient. Burn in the Cartoon Network sandwich here. Imagine he'd tell you it's not a very tasty sandwich right now. Dexter will probably complete the move. Falcon has good handling in that car, but it's nowhere near good enough. Blocks Samurai Jack off. That's blocks off Samurai Jack. Bert powerless to do anything about Otto, and we may have our championship winner already. Only I ain't even left the GP layout for the first time, we already might have that decided our... How many times am I going to say already? Already? Alex looking for redemption here. So he has plenty of cause to try and rush through the field. Not much field to rush through now, based on where he started, but... Imagine right now, his goal would at least be to finish the goddamn race. Well, Jack, you gotta be a little more aggressive than that if you're gonna get ahead of him in any decent length of time. So right now, I think this effectively puts anything beneath Samurai Jack out of the race. Basically, you're relying entirely on crashes happening to make this race interesting. Because otherwise, this event is going to be very not interesting. I have a funny feeling. Oh, nice wheelie. Metacog is just swerving like crazy. Jack seems to have been held off a lot. Burn forces Falcon into the grass. That can't end well. 360 and too bad. You lost your machine. I guess that'll solve that issue. Governor almost had a moment there. What the heck was that? It's gonna burn, and so fast, specifically will have to do what they can to catch back up to this group. Well, birds stay with auto to an extent, just not really that well. Nose, very itchy. Wait for that third section of the track to hit. I kind of split it up as the first sector runs from the starting line all the way up to... Well, actually, I split it to 4 here. The GP layout being 1 sector. Obviously, it's 3 sectors on the normal course, if that's not involved. That was a terrible exit out of that corner, Gearhead. Otherwise, Sector 1 probably goes from the starting line of the North Loop to... the Rebel Tree area. Like the one tree that stands out for no apparent reason. It's like the one tree in the area. Sector 2 would go from there all the way up to the carousel, which we all just went through, and then Sector 3 goes to the end of the track. so we basically just cross to Sector 3, and would be referred to as Sector 4, as far as the full course, including the GP layout, is concerned, as it is right now. And so technically we're in Sector 4. Oh. Interesting power slide from Metacog there, I think. You shouldn't have much problem getting back up to the front pack through the straightaway, I would think. But I would definitely say that anything below 10th is out of the race, for all intents and purposes. Because they're so far behind, and Samurai Jack at least doesn't have the vehicle capable of catching this much of a distance by now. Auto avoids that curb like the plague, it seems like. It's like anyone has had any problems with it so far, so, you know. Angels is definitely the slow burn driver of this class, of this round, rather. No one seems to want to go too wide through here. A shame. No, time would have been much better used if he weren't too wide. My god, Ryan is moving. And Otto is not. This is kind of messing everything around. We need some crazy stuff happening here, or else this race is going to be a complete waste of time. That is not crazy stuff. That is crazy stuff. Good job, Burn. And so fast, let's go ahead and see you later. Metacog is now your leader. Oh, in this timeline, the evil robot takeover. In this one, the villains do end up winning, I guess. It's because the girls aren't here, so the villains are winning. There's no actual hero. That's not why, obviously. No, Alex is gonna go on it, go for it with it, go for it without, English speaking muscle is having some problems, apparently. Alex is going to go for it against Otto, again, now. And the massive power difference between the two cars makes that look pretty simplistic. Ryan just got screwed there. Dexter will just happily take that position, I think. No, maybe not. Couldn't remain ahead, though. How the heck did Bert end up back ahead of so fast? What the heck? And now he's gotten up to the group of other cars. I've always found it weird how in Project Cars 2, as I've probably elaborated on the Time Loop series itself, even like 2 damage to your front end can basically make your car useless, depending on what vehicle it is, or what kind of vehicle rather. If it's a GT3, then it still works, but if you have 2 damage in like an F1 car or an Indy car, you are absolutely useless. Yeah, like, so like 3 damage, or like, even if it's like 10 damage on a GT car, you are utterly useless. But yet, a vehicle could have like a red arrow damage on their front bumper, and they'd still be just as fast as the car behind them or in front of them. Byrne, for example, is not even losing ground to Gearhead, and he has all of that damage. Gearhead barely has any, but Byrne has suspension damage and like what would be in Project Cars 2 terms like a total of like 160 damage plus another 10 on the suspension. Which, if your car is like that in that game, you're basically out of the race. It's a set existence for us bottom 5 cars. Governor, Angels, Grease Lightning, myself, and Samurai are all more than out of the race. What kind of damage did Governor have there? Why did that pop up? Oh, he's damaged his tires, I think. Keywords, I think. Can't really tell. It doesn't show long enough. It doesn't seem incredibly evident that there's damage at all. Oh yeah, you can see his left front has a little yellow dot there, which represents he's probably hit the brakes a little too hard once or twice. Whoa, big moment from Jack. I had to basically go around him, or try. That's gonna kick me in the butt. So let us now see, does Alex have the top speed advantage over Metacog? He had it over He definitely had it over Otto down the straight, and I think same for Bert. But does he have such a big one over the Z4? Probably. I also like how it was almost like Project Cars 2. All of the older models were near the front at the start of the race. Otto, Bert, and Metacog, and Alex is the only exception to that with the 488. If it'd been Grease Light enough here, it would have just been like the old model run. Like the old model battle. That sounds funny. Model battle, model battle, model battle. Now they appear to have become able to avoid those sinister curbs on the inside there. Unfortunately. Here's the moment of asking. Can Alex steal the win and definitely make up for the fact that he got taken down in the last round by Dexter? It looks like he has an advantage, but not that much, and not enough either, I don't think. He's got like 1 to 3 miles an hour on him, but yeah, that's nowhere close to enough. Barring anything stupid, which I'm pretty sure will not happen because no one's going fast enough. It was awfully close. Alex closed a lot, but Metacog will end up winning the race. Let's see what else happens back here. Will Byrne wreck himself again? He will not. No one will. It's me versus Samurai down the front straight. I must have gotten wrecked in a previous turn or something. Oh yeah, I went on the outside of him, and that's not good. Boom! Interestingly enough, though, I managed to actually gain the place from that, and then he just had better top speed than me. His wing is not happy, neither is mine. Jerk! That did nothing. Now instead, actually lose my place to Grease Lightning by the end. Yep. It seems painfully accurate to how I normally end up driving in that Audi. So I think we can file this under a complete waste of frickin' time. So fast will win the championship, but it was actually really close because of the way that the order of results ended up being. Samurai Jack, the only one to not score, so that's karma. Wait, how? I'm, like, how did he not score? He got 10th there, didn't he? I don't know. I'm confused, I don't really care. This was a waste of time. On to the next episode.